Shalom, shalom. All praises, glory and honors to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone, peace and salutations to the elect. Yeah, we're the Hebrew Israelites. Another weekend again, out here prophesying, you know, the things that were foretold of the scriptures. You know, all these prophecies, seeing that we have the testimony of Yahushai, which is, we all know that the testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy. You know, but before we go any further, you know, we have to say peace to this brother Yashai. Yashar. Yeah, from the GMS Australia camp. You know, see, we have the GMS Australia with this evening, and it's beautiful that we can break bread in the spirit. That, you know, it doesn't matter where we go. You know, in the flesh, you know, there's always what should I say? We have brothers. You know, it doesn't matter where we go, we can get this ministry done, because we have to always remember that, you know, the goal or the be all and the end all of everything that we're doing is all about fulfilling what the ministry is saying, because it's all about the ministry. You understand? So through the spirit, you know, there are so many things that are happening. You know, I want to speak about it according to how the Lord wants us to go about. Speaking about whatever. So if a brother have a scripture, man, then feel free, you can jump in, bro. You know, can bring out scriptures, whatever. You know, it's breaking bread in the spirit. Go ahead, go on, scripture.
This is Matthew 24 and verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying...
Oh, you need access to the back?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, all right. 1 second. So, this work right here for a second, yeah? Go ahead.
Yeah, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world?
And the end of the world. And the end of the world there is not speaking of the planet, the planet as an earth. You understand? If you go into the you know, them little blue Bibles, the little New Testament Bible that have the book of Psalms in it from the Old Testament. If you read that Bible, you will see the end of the age. Yes, so it's not speaking of the planet, because the scriptures don't say that the earth abided forever. You understand? So we ain't contradicting what the Bible is saying, but it's speaking when is at that time the disciples were saying, when you know, when are you going to take down the Romans, man? When are you going to put back Israel in power? Because, you know, we were in hardcore slavery when Yahushua came, but we were in servitude under the Romans. That's why Yahushua came during that time. He came when he came in the Herodian dynasty, which was basically some Edomites got set up by Rome. Yeah? See? So Yahushua wasn't in any hardcore slavery, but they were still subjected to payments. That's the reason why Yahushua, you can get me that scripture in I think it's Matthew 17, where the Lord speaks about kings take tribute. You can bring that scripture from a question, you can, you know? Yeah, you can. Quick interjection, yeah?
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Go ahead.
And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right, so measuring, the tool of measure is these scriptures, these prophecies. You know, according to certain dispensation of time, there are certain things that are written in the scripts, alright, the scriptures that should play out. Yeah? Like, for example, it speaks when you go into the book of Daniel and the prophecies concerning, you know, the statue with the head of gold, and then the breastplate of iron, and then, you know, round ears of brass, and then the feet of not iron, my bad. It was gold, silver, brass, then iron. Yeah, and then on the feet it speaks about the mixed with miry clay. No, according to those dispensation of time, there are certain things that would play out in prophecies, right? No, upon measuring the scriptures, we would have seen that we have passed through the golden age then, right? Then we pass through the silver age, then we pass through the brass age, which, if you know the scriptures, you know, speaking of the Babylonian Empire, or the Assyrian Babylonian Empire. Then it goes to the Greek Empire, then it comes not the Greek, it's the Medo Persia. Why keep on making? It's the Medo Persian Empire, then the Greeks. Yeah, which the scripture speak about wickedness being increased in that time. Then it speak about the Roman Empire, which in the time of the Roman Empire, there were certain key things that took place as concerning the son of the Most High, which is our Lord. And so these are the things that we are getting, you know, around to speak about right now. See, go ahead.
Go back to the same chapter.
Yeah, I thought it wasn't finished.
No, it wasn't finished.
Yeah, go ahead.
Going back to the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, and verse 3, it said, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shall thou understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Even from the beginning, go ahead.
For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
And I like the fact that that part of the scripture came out, and the end is manifest. Everything that's made in the world at a beginning and an end. So there are beginning, or should we say, there are signs to show the beginning of certain things, and there are signs to show the ending. Now, according to what we are teaching here at Great Millstone, starting from the apostles and the elders on down, we teach definitely that this is the end of the American Empire,
right,
which is the end of the second leg of the Roman Empire, which is that part of the beast that the iron cannot be mixed with clay. America is Rome all over again. Now, let's go back to history, right? There are certain things that took place in Rome back then that we are witnessing that's taking place now, which goes to show that this is the end of this empire. Like, for example, we are seeing the failure of the dollar. The failure of the dollar. Because we call it the dinero fail in Rome. We see migrant, we call it the migrant situation that's taking place now. That was a sign that took place in Rome. We see where the Senate was majorly divided. Yeah, we see where civil uprisings between the plebeians and the patricians, yeah, took place in Rome. We are seeing that being brewed right now. Just the other day they had this we call it the debate, which even the brother Ash and I was going home the other night. I was listening that you could clearly see through the spirit how the powers that be set up Trump, set up Harris, you know, and put them, you know, to show the left-wing, right-wing dynamic, and to get the people stirred up and roused up. And there's a topic that Trump keep on hit, the topic of World War III. And Kamala keep on speaking along, trying to get the emotion of the people, how we need a president that will look out for the people, not answering these questions. So we can clearly see the divide, where the divide is coming.
And as well, Donald Trump, lately, man, he's been blaming the Levites. You know, he's talking about they in the USA eating pets and all that. And then we know, like Apostle always says, that's Negro back there, right? So he's gonna blame for fucking America, man.
Exactly.
No,
Definitely. No, it's good. No, that's the truth. Yeah? Go ahead.
All right. This is Ecclesiastes 1, verse 9. It said, the thing that hath been it is that which shall be, and the thing which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun.
Yeah, so there's no new thing under the sun. So it's a reoccurrence of history being done again in the spirit. But then you have to say
things in cycles.
In cycles. The Lord says judgment is likened unto a ring.
Right.
Yeah? You have to, there's a saying, you have to know the history to know the mystery. Because this book is not just a what should we say? It's a prophecy book, but it's also deal with history. To know or to understand certain prophecies, you have to go in the history. That's the reason why you have certain men that cannot come to the acknowledging that like in the New Testament, we speak about the Gentiles, is speaking about the Gentiles that were ordained to salvation, is speaking of the Israelites that were scattered, because they didn't venture deep down in the history to get a perfect understanding of why the scriptures call them uncircumcised, or why the scriptures call them Gentiles, but not to stray from the point. You understand? All these things that are taking place now, it goes to show that yes, we are living in the end. literally, we are living in the end. You're witnessing the collapse of what they would say the greatest empire that ever we can say lived on earth. That's how they deem the American empire. You understand? I always try to tell Solomon, you know.
I always be saying it, man. When it comes down to time, you know, whether it want to be a week or a year or whatever, you know, we always have certain effects and certain signs to be a mark. That time, you know when is the end of the year. You know what season it is because you have certain weather patterns that follow certain seasons, man. Those are signs and effects, man. So when it comes down to time in itself, yeah, you have specific things that happen in specific time junction. And if you know how to operate within a cycle, then you can know what's coming up next. And the Lord, in this case, tell us, man, say, yo, these are the signs to show when the age actually is coming to an end, man.
And uninterrupted rule.
Yeah. So there is certain sequence of events that's going to transpire that is a marker to show you that, look, when the age is coming to an end, this is what basically happening, man. You know, when this kingdom is about to go down, these are the things that you're supposed to look for, man.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Yeah, go ahead.
You can explain, as I mentioned about the signs, you have them said for the hurricane, for the Atlantic season, them say it kind of dropped because of them say abnormal weather. Then at the Sahara, rain them ever before.
Is in the Sahara.
Sahara now.
And all these desert places, they're going to be
fruitful.
You know, America is going to become the desert.
Yeah, if I say something, Nate is over there in a country called, it's an island called Papua New Guinea, right? So the guy's over there, and he's telling those people over there that that island of Papua New Guinea is going to be destroyed. That's above Australia. So I was like, no. The only places that are going to get destroyed is America, the island of Israel, the small rats over there, the gutter rats, and then the parts of our Middle East where the World War II is going to take place at. But Papua New Guinea, Australia, New Zealand, that's where the elite is running to, man.
That's true. Yeah, they are all trying to get like a bunker in New Zealand and places like that. Yeah, definitely. See, we have a scripture?
Yeah, so going back to what the elder was saying, it's the book of Sirach chapter 10 verse 8. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
And we are witnessing that. All right, let's go back to history again. How did these men get to be the power over the states? How did they get to control the US dollar? See, we understand how the Rothschild set up JP Morgan, and you know, to get deep in the real construction and everything, and say put JP Morgan to the front. You understand? We understand everything, and we understand how they have removed the gold standard from the US dollar, you know, and make the paper become legal tender. See, and to the point now that if you have certain amount of gold on you, they're gonna take it from you because they're gonna say it's a position of the state. And no, it got so bad that if you have certain amount of cash on you, you can be locked up because it's a position of the state. So if you this devil, you have a bank account that's not yours, it's the bank's bank account. Right. Yeah, and they're gonna give you loans on their account, and then you have to pay back their debt with interest attached to it, man. See, so these are the reasons why the Lord is gonna burn this place, man. Riches gotten by deceit. It's all deception. You know, go ahead. Taxes out your money. Go ahead.
The thing that has been, it is that it shall be, and that which
just read it. Just read it. But give me I think it's Luke chapter 12 verse 56, where Yahushua was saying that you can mark this skies. That's scripture. Yeah, you have it? Go ahead.
Luke 12 verse 56 says, ye hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky and of the earth, but how is it that you do not discern this time?
Yeah, how can't you discern what's taking place? And as I have always said when I'm prophesying, whenever I touch these topics, these things that are happening is not just something that you go on the internet and see is there are things that are affecting each and every one in our daily lives. Like for example, in the condition of the economy. You know, inflation. Inflation turned up. See? Inflation is on a different level right now.
The government is saying that, look, man, the GDP, we have the best GDP ever.
Oh.
And right now, you know, in our real world situation, you know, you go to the supermarket, you can't buy the same amount of goods that you used to buy from before, and the less goods you buy now than what you buy back then cost even more.
Plus,
but they are saying that the economy is getting better.
It's getting better in debt. Plus shrinkflation. Because plus what you're buying, the quantity of what you used to spend $10 for is more smaller. Like when I went out to the hardware out the road the other day and I saw an 800 gallon, I see the plastic mark 1,000 gallon. I was like, oh, these niggas trying to fool. That's an 800 gallon tank.
From my house back there, you know I've seen the petrol prices here, right? So a gallon, that's about 3.5 liters, right?
That's yes, like four liters.
So in Australia, one liter is right now is $2.25.
That's US?
Australian dollar.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's back before the C19 came in, our petrol station was $1.25. When it shut up, everybody was angry, man. Australia right now, living conditions is terrible right now.
So let me ask you a question.
Is just everywhere right now.
What's the rate between the Australian dollar with the US?
US says the rate right now, I want to say Australian dollar is equal about 70 cents USD.
70 cents?
Yes. Yeah,
well, out here is like $157 to $1 US dollar. Let us sink in for a second.
That's if you're getting it at the
Exchange rate, yeah, that's if you're getting it.
You can
exactly.
a machine,
Hey, we go somewhere the other day and they want
coming from somewhere like where we're coming from.
139.
Yeah,
Actually, we're coming from 1 to 1.
1 to 1.
As a matter of fact, we used to have more value to a dollar in the 80s than the US
What's
dollar.
the pound the worth? That's what the Jamaican dollar is worth.
Because we were under the British monarch, well, we're still under them, but SoCal, we are so-called independent to be in debt to other institution. Yeah, but now it's like $157. You know, only certain man can get that.
Yeah,
$1 US.
according to the Constitution, we are independent of British Parliament and laws that basically the British Parliament are subjected to.
Okay.
So those don't apply to us, like their prime ministers and their members of parliament.
Yeah.
What they do in their parliament
It's
is
not
independent of Jamaican parliament.
that's
So
concerning.
the independence is not independence from the British monarch.
Exactly.
Yeah, these islands are still a part of the Commonwealth.
We have a governor general.
That's why we have a governor general out here. So, you know, when we speak about independence, we're not speaking about independence from the British monarch. Yeah. Hey, I mean, these people play with words. You know, use smoke and mirrors and them thing. You know what I mean? That's how Esau is for you, man. You know, I use the word independent, and they're right. You know, in a sense, they're right, but independent from what or of what? Yeah.
Yeah, we have to do some This is Isaiah 10 and 1. It says, woe unto them that decree an unrighteous decree, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed
by law. Go ahead.
To turn aside the need of judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people.
Yeah, because through this legislation, you know, we don't like case in point, yeah? The Big C, when they were administering as the LA Shamba call it, the Capri-Sun juice to the people, they ensure that they pass laws that you cannot sue these corporations that manufactured these portions to be drunken by the people. They ensure that there were laws put on the books
Protect them, man.
to protect them.
A lot of waivers.
You understand?
Signed.
That's an example of what we're speaking of, man. See, that's the reason why we understand perfectly that even if they're supposed to come and grab us up, we can't say to them that we're asking you for mercy because they're the devil. We understand that there has to be an eternal judge, someone that's outside of their circle, that's seeing things on a higher level. As the scripture say, the Lord won't be in awe at any man greatness. Just paraphrasing it. You understand? Because if it left up to them, you know, there no justice gonna come forth. It's more chemtrails in your atmosphere, more poisons through your food, more portions to your pharmaceuticals.
You see that brother,
Yeah?
that brother from Monsanto, brother of Monsanto?
Monsanto?
And tell to drink the glyphosate.
You got glyphosate?
Drink the glyphosate.
Tell her. And then, yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 32, and verse 6. It says, for the vile person who speak villainy, and his heart who work iniquity, to practice hypocrites, to utter error against Yahweh, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of thirst to fail.
Exactly.
Perfect. This fit Yuval
No Harari.
perfectly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A demon.
Yeah, a demon here.
The thing I like with you, Noah Harari, is that he's not talking below the tables anymore. He's just telling you as it is, man.
Yep,
straightforward.
It's straightforward.
Yeah, straightforward.
We have too much useless humans on the earth, and we need to get rid of. He's telling you,
Yeah.
but because
Stop thinking that you have a free will.
exactly, he's
You know
telling
what I
you.
mean?
But because he's not a president or a prime minister of a specific country,
Yeah.
it's like the masses of the people they're not taking him serious.
You know?
You know, not understanding that he's.
So I don't know if you brothers know, have you seen on Netflix, right? There's a TV show coming up, and it's by Killgate. The whole TV series is about what's next towards the future, and it's going into the AI. But I want to believe that it's to do with the whole, you know, the climate change, right? But I think it's gonna be to do with the macro city.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because you know, when you see the trailer, this documentary comes out on Wednesday. So Jamaican your time, I seen it last night. It comes out on Wednesday. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be
what's
good
the
for
name of it?
the
What's the name of the
it's a
documentary?
documentary. I'll look it up.
All right, we can look it up when we finish, and then we,
Yeah.
we can, you know.
So, you know, I was watching the trailer and I'm like, okay, here we go. Because I remember, if I'm not mistaken, before the C19, the devil was on the stage on Teddy Talks, right? And he was talking about pandemics. And what happened
Definitely.
afterwards? The C19 came in and he was the face of what? He became like the face of
He became a savior.
he became the top doctor out of nowhere.
Yeah, out of
You
from
know?
the man, the doctor of Microsoft became the doctor of men.
Yeah.
You know, out of nowhere, of no value. Exactly.
That's right, yeah.
You know.
But I got more here.
Yeah, continue.
So the instruments also of the church are evil. The devices, wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right.
Exactly. So men like us, we're on a hot list because the thing is that we ain't, you know, like as the scripture says, sleeping dogs, loving to lie down, cannot bark. We are barking at this thing. We are making it known to the masses what these men are about to do, because originally all these plans is of Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
The thing is, man, you see, Jake don't know that this man don't have any empathy. Yeah, these men don't have any empathy. Hey, for crying out loud, man, your own people don't have empathy. Look at what them police to the youth, they box him up. You know what I mean? Let's bring him to the station. Box him up. And when they find out, say, when CTAC find out, say I really that happened, you know what I mean? Them say the police not forget any other charges, but then we deal with the situation internally, like the punish him internally.
No.
After them dislocate the youth job, you know what I mean? Because this is a corporate in the office.
Go do that.
But do that. You're not involved in the investigation or involved in nothing.
Yeah.
They are RC that tell you.
So why is supposed to be?
Go and come back and see your job, this will dislocate you. You say, this is not action. What happened?
So why is it that it's supposed to be dealt with internally?
Yeah?
Because I want to pay my money now.
how unjust these men are, man. And you see that they don't have no pity upon each other. So what you think the so-called white man gonna be like, man? If Jake not having pity upon Jake, what you think the so-called white man gonna be like?
Calling you useless teacher.
Yes. To tell them man, that that bad man, you're not.
This is Book of Habakkuk 1 and 4. It says, therefore the law is slack, and judgment will never go forth. For the wicked will be fast, but the righteous are therefore wrath judgment.
Anyway,
Hey, justice over across the board, man. There's no justice, especially for men. There's no justice for men, man. I was watching a video. With this woman. Basically, she let the man go to prison for child support for 5 years. He went to prison for 5 years for child support, man. And when they try, when they do the DNA, after they come from prison, the DNA or whatever, the youth, it's not his. I want the judge ask her if she know the father, and she say yes. And all what the man go through, all what she put the man through, even make him go to prison, ruin the man's life. You know what I mean? She walk out the court with no punishment in it at all. Yeah, show you that there's no justice for even for men on the side, man. And you have worse cases than those, man. Yeah?
but rightly so, because guess what? You men love it here, man.
Yeah, and that's wrong judgment. When you check it, that's wrong judgment. Right now, you're end up with child support, certain states in America, for a kid that is not yours, even when you find out that it's not yours. Yeah?
Say the name on the birth certificate.
Yeah, gone.
Yeah, you're gone.
18 years.
Yeah, man, now this you finish?
No, didn't finish that.
It's Micah 2 verse 10. So arise ye. So arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. So because it is polluted, so it shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction.
Yeah, so it will destroy you, man. This place, if you follow this place, you're gonna find yourself like a hamster on a wheel.
Hey, look, man, we live in a very small town here, man. Yeah? Hey, this town is polluted from every angle, man. Yep. From every angle. And physically, if you mess around out here, you get polluted. Yesterday I was talking about, it's a trend now for the men. Before yesterday, it's a trend now for the men in this town here to hang out with women, man.
And
See,
if
you see, I was talking about going with these women is a big risk, man. You know what I mean? Because hey,
definitely.
You know?
Place is polluted.
Then by the clinic, them say there's some serious
Fecal matter that is
some serious infection these female have, man. And this because of the practice for them basically practicing right here in the small town here, man. You know what I mean? So that is a different level of pollution. Yeah? Your minds are polluted, physically you're unclean. They're gonna be eating all that. I don't know if it's an X-ray or what, a scan.
Yeah,
the person
with the leg, with the parasite.
With all the parasite, I mean, the muscle, man.
From worms, from eating pork.
From eating pork, man. And niggas out here, you see? A lot of the pork stand out here.
Because of sanitary conditions.
Sanitary conditions,
Like
man.
eating pork is sanitary. Practicing to be sanitary clean.
Just like when they talk about shark infesting water.
Yeah.
Like under the water, the shark.
And the level of pollution going on now, man. You know, to the point where, you know, the Lord created two genders, man. Male and female, and this devil now, you know, trying to corrupt the kids' mind that they are more than two genders, man. Telling your son that, look, man, you know,
You have the right to choose what gender is
you can be a girl if you want. That's how polluted this place is right now.
Isaiah 3 and verse 12 says, and for my people, children, start over verse 8 says, to show off their countenance, though witness against them,
Right.
and they declare their sin as Sodom.
Right, so they're proud to do this thing, man. That's what they call the gay movement. They call it pride. Yeah? Which is a word that basically you don't need. Attach that to yourself.
Yeah, the scripture says pride was not made for
That
man.
attitude is not something that you should put to yourself.
Yeah,
man.
but what-
The Lord, Yahweh Shemashai, hate pride, man.
What's to be proud about wallowing in shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Proud of filth.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
God.
You know, that's the reason why this place have to burn. You know, and we've been saying this for years, and it would seem that it's falling upon deaf ears, but it's falling upon the ears that should receive it.
Right.
We understand the history of what took place in Sodom and Gomorrah and the other 3 cities, you know, and how that they became wicked
God.
to the point that they wanted to sleep with the angels, man.
God.
Yo, even when Lot say, yo, see my daughter here, do what you want to do with my daughters. I say, yo, no, we don't want your daughters, send out the men so we can know them. Like really? You can imagine that you're trying to fight off a crowd. I say, yo.
Bro, I see 2 challenge today, brother. I was like, what the hell? You have some youth now go do this prank now. Go out, I tell some little old man on the road, you know, making sexual advances to the little old man. If it's old man gonna react.
Long time bro.
That the man them a do. You know Jamaica here now, brother?
New man.
A long time
Eh?
from
New to me.
Yeah.
That the man them a do.
I want training and go to them and
Pretend that the man make sexual advance to some man on the road, some prank. But guess what? You see, you niggas are faggot tendency, man. You are faggots, man.
You want to see video, man?
You know?
Send my friend
Prank on the prank.
bottom, man.
How can you frame in your mind to basically bring argument to a man like that? Telling man to say you want to touch them rather than all them type of things. You have to be a faggot, man.
This next thing I'm realize them I get twisted to you is like them try make straight men feel like we not feel secure in our masculinity if we can kiss another man,
Yeah, I know.
or if we can support the rainbow community, we are not secure in ourselves. Fuck
Right.
that, yo.
Well, I'm insecure.
You know what I mean? How
I am
we not
insecure,
secure now is
so I
why
don't
you
want-
need to
you see,
prove
because
say you're secure in yourself
I
and kiss
need
the next man.
I need it not around me so I can stay safe.
Yeah,
You understand?
Or you get called homophobic. Where I'm from, like if you come against this, this I call it beast, you know. When you come against them in Australia, you know, you might get a fine, or also people gonna look at you like you said, like insecure, homophobic.
Yeah.
You're just a piece of shit for for standing up and saying things like that.
What about the natives of Australia? Do they look at like the Midianites in Australia that way? What do you call them again? Aborigines.
Oh, Aboriginal. Not really, not into it.
No, yeah. So they look at Edom like beasts over here.
Yeah. Oh, they call him Aboriginal of Australia called Esau a vile man, the devil. Yeah, that's what they call him over there. You know, they don't like Esau, man. The Aboriginal of Australia, they don't like Esau. Like they will tell you straight up, like you know, this man came down the country, took over the country by the force, by the sword, and he gave them alcohol and drugs. Then when you go into like downtown cities, all you see is Aboriginal laying down, messed up in head, man.
Just
You
like
got
all
this
people out here.
and you got these rich Edomites living in top buildings, looking down on them and shit, man. You know, so that's what is Revelation chapter 6, man.
Exactly. Well, this is the time of the end, man. You know, this is the time of the end. This is when all bullshit, as the Lord will say out there, iniquity has to come to a full. You understand? This is where the iniquity coming to a full. And we are seeing what we are witnessing now what the Lord is about to do. And he's going to do a mighty work over here, man. And he's going to do a mighty work on all these people that believe in these practices or these customs, you know, to go and do such thing that is to defile the flesh. You know, all these nasty dreamers, man, you know, that believe that they can do as they feel and there's no consequences, bro. The Lord's gonna destroy your asses, man. You know?
This is Micah 2:1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is bright, when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands.
It is in the power of their hands.
Hands.
They have the power to write it on paper and give your puppet leaders to get it passed. You know, say, oh, do that. Like for case in point, before the Big C came over here, they asked Kanjo if he was going to give the people a mandatory juicing, and he said, why? Everybody should have their own choice to take it if they don't want to, if they want to, or if they don't want to take it, they don't take it. Then about a month after that, when he got we call it the mandate, yeah, he started to push it. Him and the so-called health ministers was able to take it.
Leaders don't know what the hell is going on.
Don't want water.
If you want, people that say want water, they get the juice as yet. No, you know.
But as far as he might take it and say, see me take it, that we Unu can take it too.
And that pretends.
Don't even take
Never
nothing.
take shit.
And they commit fields and take them by violence, see? And houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
Yeah, so we are being oppressed, man. We are being oppressed left, right, and center. See, and every level. All right, look here some point again, because see, the scriptures are real. The scripture say, as the Lord say, the words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. So what we are reading is life. It's not a mythical book, like when you read about Zeus and Hades. And no. The other day,
There are practical things coming from the scripture.
Exactly. The other day we have hurricane now. What's it? Beryl. And then people, like the people in St. Elizabeth, that don't have any electricity, get some bills skyrocketed. And them don't have no electricity. And I say, oh, we're up here for something we don't have.
Yes.
How is it?
Double.
People bills
Consumption
double.
double within the period of time.
You know, in WC do that to people all the while, no?
Yes, right. Definitely.
No water not coming on your line.
And then it's still a million.
Estimated.
Yeah.
Worst part,
Water
them statement after he go down, them said them claim to say them a bill of base from past bills, and then it a go reflect
them don't
in
good.
the
It means them don't good.
Them have the digital meter.
Across the world, there are complaints all across the world about the digital meter. All across the world, there are problems with them across the world. They're basically malfunctioning, you know, because of certain surge. Yeah, they have a problem across the world, but the JPS or the one, yeah, them no want to go into that. The people, yeah, you know. But that's what really going on, man. The meter is basically malfunctioning, man. You know.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 6 and verse 4. And there went out another host that was red, and power was given to him that set the wrong to take peace from the earth, and that it should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
Yeah, and this man, Esau Edom, the red man, that has been blessed with the sword, and he's using it to the best of his ability. See, and he's gonna draw out even more swords.
Yeah, and that's the ox speaker of earlier, man, the Aboriginal.
Call him the Red Devil.
The Red Devil. Because that's what they did. They come with the sword, you know what I mean, and they forcefully take their house. And this is what this man been doing throughout history, man. They came with the sword and forcefully take other men's houses.
Yeah, hey, what they'll do, they'll basically come in, and if the paperwork can't get it, then they use the sword. So what they do, like for example, how they tied up Jamaica, they come when Michael Manley said, look here, we strapped for cash and we need some money, you know, get the infrastructure in Jamaica to, and this was in the 80s, we need the infrastructure to be booming. See, and basically they told him that, look, okay, you don't tell us the terms and conditions how you pay us back. We tell you how you pay us back. So you're gonna give us back the money at short term at high interest rate, which he couldn't do that because he needs to turn the money. So he said, look, I'm not working with IMF, so he checked the World Bank, it's the same thing. He checked the Inter-American Development Bank, it was the same thing. He found out that they all was owned by one entity. And then now, when he decided, look, I'm not gonna take this deal any at all, then now the hell started. We see blinds, we call them Siaga, got set up by the CIA, and so much things started happening in Jamaica. They attempted assassinating Michael Manley, just like what they did with Maurice Bishop, and they spread all different propaganda to destroy. No,
That's how we know all leaders nowadays. They know what
they're puppet.
Them
Exactly.
see what happened to all who never there work
With the agenda.
with the agenda. Then those men was set for an example for leaders who think they have a choice or a say this time around. So when you see even the current prime minister doing what he's doing, he knows that, look man, if you mess around, you'll get your ass put to death, just like other men in the past. They get them ass put to death. Or, you know, they cause the people to uproar, you know, by setting
Just
up,
like in the 80s.
yes, but setting up some grassroots movement to cause protests and unrest
Because
in the country.
they humbled Michael Manley, because Michael Manley, at one point when they humbled him, he basically did an interview saying, oh, it's time for me to grow up. But what was Michael Manley teaching? He was teaching self-sustenance, because his ideology was, why should I be paying great sums of money to bring in what I produce? To sell it at a cheaper rate, we were not going to make any money. You know, these legislation that they're telling us to pass, automatically we're going to go into a deeper cycle of debt than we are in, our case that we're in already. So it doesn't make any sense.
Isaiah 9 verse 14. It said, therefore the Lord will cut off from Israel the head and the tail, branch and rush in one day. The ancient and the honorable is the head, and the prophet that teacheth lies, he is the tail. For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they are led of them are destroyed.
Yeah, so the people that you see run up and down in them uniforms behind these politicians, you're destroyed. Because if these politicians, all right, like for example, I see Lisa Anna did a beautiful video, you understand? Which Lisa Anna, more than likely, well, 50-50 chance you're an Eden. Or maybe you're a J, because the Annas came from what they would call the Middle East. I think it didn't come from I think it's Syria. Syria, I think it's Syria. Syria. The Annas came from Syria, I think. See? So 50-50 chance, maybe you're a Eden. You understand? We're not sure. But you know, oh fuck, me losing train of thought. Oh, the leaders, yeah. So now she is a woman. She went entered Miss World 91, 93. She won 93, right? So she basically been in places, right? So she's been in high places, right? And at no point in time, you know, I've ever heard she or any one of you come up and say, look here, you people are the sons of God. You know, and no opportunity that was given, even on her personal Instagram account or Facebook or TikTok or whatever account she had never, or not just her, but the ones that are in the know. None of y'all has ever come and said, look, people, you're the Israelites, and honestly, we have heard from our God. No, there's a stand that we should follow.
Hey, the thing
You
is,
know?
when you have people who are set forth for an example not to do so, you know, especially in America, man, you see them hip-hop artists that come out and say certain things, man, and even speak against the JWO, man. Yeah? Even them, you know, they get silenced in our way, you know. So these are our way to send either a soft threat, you know.
Hey,
That's
hey,
what,
that's the threat Donald Trump was speaking of on the and we call it the debate, where Donald Trump said, basically he said that he basically stopped the Taliban from doing what they're doing. And they asked him how. He said basically he spoke to the leader. We forgot his name. And he sent him a picture of his house. And he said, why you send me mouse? He said, you'll figure it out.
Yeah, Esau was sending them soft threats. Yeah, that's what Esau do. When Esau come and speak smoothly, he's smooth speaking. You know, if you read what he's saying, he's intimidating you and threatening you in a diplomatic way. That's what he did.
50 Cent said that.
Yeah,
50 Cent said that.
yeah, that's what the so-called white man say, man.
This is Ecclesiasticus 12 and 16. It says, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. Yeah. It says, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. He will shake his head and clap his hands.
It is going to always be for the benefit of them.
God.
You know, it was never to be on mutual grounds or anything like that. See, the misnomer that the so-called Maroons are free. See, you ain't free. It's just that you're, what should I say? You're worth more in working with me, for me, than rebelling against me. So I'm gonna treat you better to catch the ones that are rebelling against me. Because these people out there, a lot of you afraid to bring out the true history about the Maroons. The Maroons, for the most part, all they did was they just captured their brothers and bring them to the slave master. That's it. And then now, what these men do, like the other day, I call it L.A. Lewis, Richard Curryfish, in basically, I try to show them, say, oh, look here, shit, lost my train of thought, man. Anyway, lost my train of thought.
Quick reset. This is Genesis 25 verse 27. So, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, so a man of the field, and Jacob was
this man knows to set traps, man. And as we walk further in this time, man, this man basically trap is getting more and more complex.
Yep. On every level.
Yeah, and a lot of people are gonna be caught. You know what I mean? Suddenly, you know, just like a gin for a bird, man. You know, so this man setting up is climbing. You know, today I was going down with a family member that came from overseas, and he was like, "Oh, the time is hot, man." You know, yeah, some people don't believe in climate change, but you know, this shit is real. You know why he's saying that? But he's always out there saying, whenever you see any abnormal weather, it's climate change. So you want to run to that narrative that they can hand the solution to you, man. You know, when this devil, you know, even though we're at a time now where the planet basically go through certain phases because we are at the end of an age. That is one thing that Esau, you know, failed to teach or to tell people, because he wanted to use the end of the age or the end of this era to basically trick the people in his idea. You know what I mean? So that is one thing, and then he's out there amplifying certain situations, man, like using certain weaponry. You know what I mean? Weather modification and shit. Yeah, doing weather modification, all these things, man. Messing around with the jet stream and them things there. You know what I mean? This man be out there doing all type of bullshit, man. On top of what basically gonna happen naturally. Yeah? If earthquake shaking, this man said if he can't pull one extra 2 earthquakes on our earthquake. Hey, this is how this devil is, man. Yeah?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, and verse 4. It says, verse 5, it's like it says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
So you can't look for anything good than the word right now.
Yeah, as I will go in and look, man, they basically destroying the planet, man, doing all these things, man. Yeah, because they're affecting natural weather, you know what I mean, to try to get you now into their trap.
Fucking up the ecology.
Like the climate trap as we're speaking about, you know. Right now, we have a lot of people mind ready with the whole climate change thing, knowing can bring the solution, and I pity them don't know that the way always going to come out and say, oh look, man, you know, you're all contributing to this climate change thing, man.
Yep.
So guess what, we have to alter your lives. That's what he's saying. That's what he's gonna say, man.
What
You're
the
gonna-
first thing you should have done was kill himself.
Yeah, we're gonna have to alter everybody's life, man. You see, if you commute or you go out, you know, 3 times a week, you know, you're gonna have to, you know, cut it back. You're gonna have to stay home a bit. You're gonna have to cut down on a certain amount of meat you're eating. Or don't eat no meat at all. Eating less food, smaller portions of food. You know what I mean? Eating insect. Yeah, these are all these type of things this man is bringing, man. And we're gonna try to get others to agree that certain part of the population need to be terminated, man. That's how deep him gonna go with it, man.
It's if you remember the stone that was cut down in Georgia?
Yeah, the Georgia guys.
Remember the writings on it?
Yeah.
Esau took it out.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole plan of Esau to will destroy 7 billions, leaving 500 millions, is still going.
Exactly.
There's no change.
Exactly.
You know, that whole thing's still going, but you know, Jeff is playing games, man. Everybody's playing games right now, but
as him said, and Bill Gates said clearly, man, in that TED talk, man. He said it clearly. He said the carbon, the CO2 levels, man, and himself will bring it down.
Reduce to 15%.
Yeah, if you bring it down, he literally tell you that, look, man, you know.
If you do a good job with vaccines and contraceptives, you can bring it down at 15%.
It was clear. And you have people out there trying to make it sound like a something else, I say.
But when he did that, the Lord, they said the birth rate went up and 8 billion people was now on the planet. Show that you're not in control.
God.
See? How about Shamash knows all and he do it all?
Well, you know, he say, and he's going to get his opportunity to depopulate the planet, man, because it's a part of the Lord's plan. The Lord is the one who wants the planet to be cold, man. So even though Esau basically planning to call the planet, the Lord is going to make him successful in doing so. Yeah, the Lord is not trying to stop him. You know, the Lord want to take a lot of people on this earth in a great, he said they're going to take in a great number.
Yeah. Hey, you can bring that switch out, fishes in the evening.
You see, this device, the system for this device that this man is rolling out, you know, the digital identity, the digital ID, you know what I mean, the digital, the CBDC, digital currency, all these things set that you don't have no wiggle room, man. When you look at the rules, then you can't do anything under a social credit system, man, and that's what they're trying to build in and around you, and people don't even know. There's a social credit system being built in and around you, and you don't realize.
They don't see.
Yeah?
That's the reason why the government is speaking
about the ID system. And a trap door coming down, you know, that's your ass, man. You don't have no way to run.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Ecclesiastes 9 verse 12. For man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare, so are the sons of men snared in an evil time.
Hey, it's funny, you know, everything to do with the internet, you know what I mean, having a name, you know, that basically lead or something that is used as a trap. A web is used as a trap. A net is used as a trap. So why everything pertaining to this thing have a name that, you know, the Lord make, you see? It named perfectly, man. The World Wide Web, the internet.
Like what Buju said.
Yeah?
Buju said in the interview, said, I came from an era where I used to own my music and record. I went to bed and wake up one night and I bumbo clat CD. And when I go to my bed again and wake up, my music in the blood clot cloud rasta. I don't want my music no more. Yeah, if the internet shut down, I can't play my music anymore. And it's true. You understand? It's true because you need electricity. You don't only need electricity, you need the internet, and you have to pay to play.
Look, man.
You know?
It's just like your music, you don't have it anymore in the cloud. Yeah, man, that's how that's how your identity gonna be now, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. You don't exist if you're not in the cloud.
Exactly. Illegal.
That's what they are doing, man.
Hey, I like a place in Jamaica. Like in the movie Demolition Man with Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone.
Right.
You know, you have the people that live underground because they refuse in accepting the new system.
Right.
You
And
people out here can't go
they have
underground.
that device that them skin that movie, man.
Exactly, you know?
Yeah, they have that device in the skin, man.
John Spartan, each time in chorus offensive language,
You get a receipt,
get a
man.
fine. Pay,
Pay a fine.
you know?
But in this case, the fine will be deducted from your digital wallet, man.
Exactly.
A digital account. That's how it's gonna go.
The world became
Yeah.
weak to the point that the police officers didn't even know the police people. You know, you have a computer telling him to get on the ground.
Hey,
you know?
hey, me tell you this, man. You see, and these men want to run everything by subscription, you know, and we see how the subscription thing work. You know, when in regards to when you take in cash, man. You see, once you subscribe once to a lot of these things that basically, you know, like whether you want Netflix, whatsoever, anything, and then you can app or whatsoever, once you do it once, yeah, and it takes something for your account once, no other time it's not gonna ask you, man. No, you're just gonna get an email that
It bill it
them
from
bill you.
That's
Yeah, and
in Canada.
Yeah.
So I was in Toronto, and everything over there is just under subscription.
God.
Yeah. Like riding bikes, you can get a subscription for a whole year. Just riding those street bikes.
Okay.
The electric.
That's what the World
Yeah.
That's what the World Economic Forum is saying. By 2020, this is how things gonna go. 2030, I mean, it's like you know, by 2030, that's how things gonna go, man. Subscription, your house is about subscription, not your house. The place that you live in.
They sleep at night.
So
We sleep at nights is by subscription.
So we are seeing a lot of bloodshed with the system coming because this system is not one that will be accepted by Jake and a whole. Like especially Jake out here that used to having things so called. Since we are witnessing that, you know, men gonna be spilling blood to basically keep that which is theirs, man. Because when Jake wake up one morning and see that they don't have access to their bank accounts anymore, it's gonna be a problem. Crazy problems.
And they want that.
Go get that.
They want that.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, and verse 37. It says, "Behold, the plagues drew nigh, and I know slaughter. As when a woman with child in 9 months bring forth a son."
Hey, you know why we can say that act is because we are witnessing all these infrastructures, you know, and all we call it. We are witnessing like the other day, Klaus Schwab come out and say it's gonna be rough before the election. That's right. Yeah, you know, we see that like we're frightening, like we are looking. See, and that's the reason why we can be spiritual forecasters in Yahushua. Shalom, Akim. Shalom. Yeah. See, that's the reason why we can say that we are spiritual forecasters now, because we are witnessing, yeah, live and in living colors, these things playing out right before our eyes. Go ahead, continue.
It says, with 2 or 3 hours of a where pens compares a wound, which pens, when the child comes forth, they start not a moment. Even so shall know the plagues will start to come upon the earth, and the war shall mourn, the sorrows shall come upon it
Yeah,
on every
because
side.
these people, they're diligent enough to see what's going on, bracing themselves spiritually for the impact. So when the pain comes, it's gonna come suddenly. Like for us, we already braced for impact because we was watching. You know, and like for example, people used to say, oh, a long time when I speak about the injection, that they call it. You've been speaking of the injection, and then we're going to give people injection, and when we speak these things, little did they know, but they know, or should I say they have an idea that we were speaking of these things, but little did they know this is about to get worse.
Yeah,
you know?
and the reason why the Lord let them have an idea that we speak of these things is because it is written that then shall they know
the prophet
had been among them. That needs to be fulfilled.
Yeah, you can continue.
It says, all my people hear my word, make you ready to their battle in those evils, be even as pilgrims upon the earth.
Yeah, be as pilgrims, so we are passing through. See, don't think that, hey, this is my bottle of water, and hey, you can't get this bottle of water from me. Yeah, we're just passing through. See, the kingdom is ours, man. Yahushua is ours. and we're going to work to get that. That's the difference between the elect mindset and the people of the world. The people of the world believe in staying here and holding on to that which profiteth not. You understand? We don't believe that. Go ahead, Akia.
He says, he that selleth, let him be that as he fleeth away. And he that buyeth as one that will lose. He that occupieth merchandise as he that have no profit by it. And he that buildeth as he that shall know the wood therein. And he that soweth as if he should not reap. So also he that planteth the vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes. They that marry as they shall get no children, and they that marry not as the widows. And they that suck it, and therefore they that labor in vain.
Right here, because scriptures for strangers shall reap your fruit. Yeah, so this thing now, is about, you're doing what you have to do to get by. But in reality, it's all about, Yahweh Shai. To gain the excellency of the knowledge of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. That's our mindset. Because, we have never really witnessed, over here in the West, we have never really witnessed the total collapse of a society. Like in Venezuela, the Venezuelan, where the money name again? Yes, sir? Where the money name again? Where the money name again? The Venezuelan currency, let me say that. You have people just lighting them like, see, because it has no value. But even so, people are getting by on a level. When it just started, we used to see women leaving office jobs to be on the road. Some of them used to sell body parts, whatever. Bolivar, yeah. Some of them used to sell, a little pleasure to try to make two ends meet because their so-called office jobs wasn't working. But we still haven't seen Venezuela, totally collapse. I remember Venezuela produced oil. Yeah, Venezuela produced oil. But how did that save them? How did that benefited them?
Hey Jake, really crazy. And here Jake, oh boom here. Me a ball I said to the side. Like how Jamaica discover now why you know buy the equipment and borrow the money, buy the equipment and
that makes sense in our righteous world.
You know the least idea of
But in our righteous world.
The thing is, who own the land? Who own the land?
Yeah, but I mean it's not right. That's loud. Makes sense in our righteous world. See? But you see, if you don't understand geopolitics and who is at the upper echelon of society, then you're gonna make statements like that because of your ignorance. Well, that's why we're not trying to get the oil, and we're not trying to be like IUIC to basically build an empire within Esau's empire. We understand that this one has to fail. Right. And the fail of the society will come by Yahweh Shai. You understand, as the Lord said, wait you upon me.
How should I put that to be that?
Now wait, straight ahead, yeah? When you reach the crossroad, take the right. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
And this is Luke 12, verse 31. It says, but rather seek ye the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you.
Yeah, so when you seek the kingdom, man, all that you desire, all that was created for you. The Lord tell you that the fine flour and the linen and the wheat and all these things was the gold was created for you. That's why we were brought here, to enjoy the earth as the sons of God. This simulation is a gift, from the Lord to us, man. Go ahead.
So fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. So sell that ye have and give alms. So provide yourselves bags which wax not old, a treasure in the heavens that faileth not.
That faileth not. Go ahead.
Where no thief approacheth, neither moth corrupted. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
And that's gonna hurt a lot of people out there, because the thing that they work so far hard for, like, I have 500,000 at the bank, See, and then Jake's stupid. This is how we know that Jake is so stupid. You have worked so hard to put $500,000 Jamaican, yeah, in your bank account. But when you're supposed to pull certain amount of it, you can't get it. Yeah? And you say, but
Not allowed to pull that
you're going like a fool of money. Am I money?
That's the someone
it's not yours.
NCB the other day. On a video, the police escort her out.
But the bank can thief for money. You really never take out of the bank when the bank thief for money.
Yeah. Yeah?
Police never
See?
escort you out.
When you should have used these experiences to know that, look, this doesn't make any sense.
Because
The money.
I say my mother need electrical link to, you know. NCB, you have some scammer where I send a message say your account is compromised.
Verify your account.
And them have a link in it. You go, log in to your account.
So you get all your banking
No,
information.
when you check the link now have nothing to do with NCB.
Which 876 number?
Yeah.
Or with
Checking
whatever,
her.
See?
at iCloud.
But you see, people when them target don't know those things, man.
It's crazy.
You know them things. You click on the link now, you go say you put in your email address, your password, your card number, everything, God.
Everything, yeah? Yeah?
And
which,
I know so that catch a lot of people with them CD, man.
but you best believe that all this is happening by design to show that the system, the current system that we have in is flawed, that they can bring forth a more perfect system, but this perfect system that they're going to bring, you have to be branded upon with a specific number, yeah? To bring that out of care, Hegelian dialectic, problem, reaction, solution. So the people are now starting to react against, with these banking institution or whatever. So now they're gonna say, look, we have a solution, this little device right here, this chip, and this is gonna be tagged to you where nobody cannot access your digital token. See? Which don't be surprised if in the near future you hear them stop speak about UBIs, man. Universal Basic Income, that people think that they would have access to the amount of money when they have it at the bank from before, it's gonna be still there. You understand? We have
This is to pick up the brother's point right here, right? This is the book of Psalms, chapter 10, and verse. I'm gonna start from verse 9. It says here, "He lieth in wait secretly as lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the bull. He doth catch the bull when he drove him into his net."
That same system, yeah, that same system, and all transaction. Let's just say, all government transaction has to do something with IDs and using the internet. Yeah, so they're ensuring that all transactions, not just government transactions, but even the regular man making a transaction, it has to be recorded on the internet, hence the blockchain technology. You understand? They're gonna put people, or they're gonna shove people to go that way. See? I remember, and ladies and gentlemen who are watching, remember Jamaica has a kiss-ass prime minister that was the first one to go for and push for the Jamdex, which is the digital token for the Jamaican dollar. The Jamdex. He was, look how small we are, man, on the map. But because he's a what on the worst? He was a heavyweight on the worst scale. But the best
This man push over him before America.
he pushed him before anybody else. Before anybody else. He was pushing so hard to say, Masters, look, I'm compliant. I'm ready. Yeah, you understand? Before there was the pressure, huh?
Listen to Jamaica give listen to I think one African country.
African country?
So one of them African countries basically give listen to John
The group, yeah. To prepare their digital currency system. See that? See, look at that. See that? Yeah, go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 13, verse 2, it says, "Burden not thyself above thy power, while thou livest, and have no fellowship with one that is mightier and richer than thyself."
Because he's just going to use him.
Right.
And that's what's happening to these men that are in power over the people. But you see, they are the dogs that love the crumbs at master's table. You understand? Go ahead. Exactly.
It says, "For all," it says, for all agree the kettle and the earthen pot together, for if the other be smitten against the other, it shall be broken. In the rich man hath done wrong, and yet he threateneth with all. The poor is wrong, and he must entreat also.
Exactly, and then the thing about it is that with all these things that are happening, we have witnessed from 2022 to 2022. That's like when whatever. We have witnessed the people rising up, their voices start to speak against the government that's in power, and we have never heard any of you ministers come out and say, look here, you know, on a press conference or any means, say, look here, this is the thing. You know, we get a mandate, and this is what the World Health Organization said, or this is what the WHO said. They're taking the heat as if it's their idea, when it is not.
You see, and then that, so one man who reap,
so that man reap, exactly.
They like we have to convince the people and say that it's your idea.
You're gonna reap
when
benefits.
it fail, they're gonna say your idea failed.
Exactly.
And if you warrant certain punishment, you are gonna get the punishment.
Exactly.
And that's what the scripture say. There shall be what? Sedition among men.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Continue. It says, if thou be for his profit, he will use thee. But if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee.
Yeah, because them no one. All right. We like even with the University of the West Indies in Mona, when I learned that it was George Soros code it, I was like, oh, no, the pieces of the puzzles are connected. They said the University of the West Indies. What they do, they took all the so-called brilliant minds and trained them in their way to be a specific way, you know, to further their agendas. So they build us in that system of schooling that one, it's gonna cost you, you know, to be there. And when it costs you so much, if you're that important or you can be such of a great influence, we're gonna mold you our way so that the people can be asleep, man. While looking at you like, this we want to be like this one. You know? Go ahead.
He said, if thou have anything, he will live with thee, he will make thee bear, and will not be sorry for it.
Go ahead.
If he have need of thee, he will deceive thee and smile upon thee and put thee in hope. He will speak thee fear and say, what wantest thou?
Exactly. That's the devil, man. Yeah, that is the devil. See, you want him fail, he's not gonna give it to you. He's not gonna give it to you because this man is not a man of his word.
If he do good, he'll do it
unwillingly,
and willingly, and at the end he's gonna declare wickedness.
Definitely.
Yeah.
See?
You have a benefit from something like this doing.
Well, go ahead. We'll just get two more scriptures because you have to take up on a far journey. So we're gonna just read two more scriptures and then we close up. Anybody have scriptures? See? Yeah, I want to go. Just bring it up.
Ecclesiastes 11 verse 8. So, but if a man live many years and rejoice in them all, yet let him remember the days of darkness, for there shall be many.
There shall be many. Go ahead.
So all that cometh is vanity.
Yeah, I see that it says, it's the worst time you witness. Yeah. Visualize that happening
100-fold, man.
Yeah. 100-fold are the absent. You know what I mean? A most terrifying situation to make you remember.
Hey bro, we never there Kingston 20 May 2010. But at the same time, the island was dark when the soldiers them run in and a slaughter the people. Yeah, everywhere was tense because we didn't use to that.
You can feel
the spirit in the atmosphere. Yeah, the people just dying all over there. There's, oh, we only find one gun. Oh, we only find two handguns.
Was trying to hide the bodies.
So much people was dying, man.
Remember, man.
Remember even when we were going to the beach, I think about a week after, went to the beach and go up on the beach. Have a same energy. For sure, so when society starts to break down, minds that people are going to change altogether.
Everywhere.
Exactly. The spirit, man. The Lord sent down a spirit, man. Well, you know, so, you know,
anytime. You know when they realize that? When the soldiers them go up readiness and they analyze the MP brother. Yeah? That's how when they say, wait, they really took it come on readiness now, but that was different thing, you know?
Yeah, Prime Minister make a speech, as I speak about this, Prime Minister make a speech sending them troops to Haiti. And the police say, oh, if they don't do what they need to do over Haiti, this can happen to any other island.
Right.
Yeah, including Jamaica.
Right.
And it's going to happen to Jamaica.
Right.
And you see, the situation where they're going to are them engage these gangs all now, but in the time they engage them, it's going to be very bloody.
And let's see if
Bullets come out of those men gun too, yeah? And soldiers going to die, police going to die.
just as civilians.
Just as civilians and the gang members.
And let's see if any of you are going to see
Nobody that went over there is invincible, man. None. Yeah? So, the Lord is going to make that, the Lord himself going to make that big.
The thing is with the
Bloodbath,
Asians, the Levites, they are fighting with a cause, or for a cause.
There's a bloodbath coming to Jamaica just to see it. Yeah?
Right?
It says 2 verse 15 and verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another,
Right.
and swords in their hands.
Right.
It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
Right. So the respect for leadership.
gonna be out the window.
Ever since the 2020 event, I've never seen a prime minister in Jamaica get so many disrespect. Man, tell if you go SOT mother. All type of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. The one in St. Vincent, so when they fling a stone and I made a
Busting head, be a disrespect. You see, so you can see like the reverence that these men used to have. You know, you used to get
no more.
You're dwindling, man. People disrespecting them now, man. You know, so you're going to come to the point where people going to grab your asses up, put you to death. Yeah, so that's why it's a sedition among men. One.
And the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Right.
A man shall desire to go into a city
Right.
and shall not be able.
Right. So you're going to have many different situations where you can't go in a city. First, you know, you're going to have barricades. You know, you're going to have checkpoints, military checkpoints, you know, rioting or looting or marauding gangs, you know what I mean, going through, looking, squandering for what they can find. It's going to be dangerous in cities, man. A lot of people be starving in the cities and things are getting really desperate. Yeah? What?
Says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Right.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor,
Right.
but shall destroy their houses.
Yeah, listen, the so-called 87, I don't know if it's stage or what the film people say stage, but you know, you're not seeing stage to me. But anyway,
the interview.
yeah, the so-called 87 on the interview, you notice how him speak? These men don't have any empathy. Yeah? Yeah, you know.
Remember when your time come?
God, you are for them.
Most I see him with you.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is that you see, because you know it, the Lord's gonna take you through something. And you're supposed to accept it. You know?
Yeah.
But shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for tribulation.
Yeah, so perilous times are here, man. It's here. It's only gonna get worse. They're gonna add more fuel to the fire, so the fire is gonna be blazing even more each and every day. You have
This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 9, in verse 3. But this I'm reading this in GMBDC, so it's like GNIT.
Yeah.
Going back to the earliest point right there. It says there will be earthquakes, national rebellions, international intrigues, unstable leaders, and confused rulers. When you see these things happening, you will know that they are with the Most High. Yahweh Hashem Yeshua spoken about since the beginning of creation.
Definitely. So you have confused rulers, man. Yeah, men not knowing what to do. That's why when you watch this thing, nowadays you find out that even in Parliament House you have men fighting. In some European country we see the other day where fist was throwing between men in House of Parliament. You know? Different, you know? See, this getting more now. You know? Oh, back in the time, now you're witnessing, you know? When I throw a fist like, yo, we need to get saying, well, anyway, you know, we have the brother have to go on a far journey, so we can't have him go long, you know? So through the spirit and power, you know, once praise is glory and honors to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem HaKadosh, double honors to the apostles, to the elders of greatness, you know, to other for being on the comment boards, man, and you know, to be a part of our lives, man, and respect to the brother again from the brother Yashar, yeah, Yashar from the Australia camp, and you know, blessings to the other brothers in Australia. So yeah, shalom, yeah, shalom. So close this one first.